welcome to SportLink, an international sports show that showcases Gambia and international sport news. We keep you updated with the latest sport news and previews. Stay tuned as we bring to you various sporting activities and events in the Gambia. My name is Binta Jane, standing in for Sida Job. Welcome back. This week on Suma Legend, we had an exclusive interview with a former national football star, Ton Banker. Despite the fact he swapped his boot for the shoot and tie, his passion for football still remains stronger. Modou Musa is a renowned banker. Though at the help of the FIB, he still remains the perennial player in the Gambia football arena.
Mr. Musa, thank you for granting SportsLink this exclusive interview with you. A lot of people know you as a former national team player of the Gambia senior national football team, and now as the MD of FIB. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who is Modou Musa?
Modou Musa is a Gambian. We want to talk about football. Let us go to the football. Yes, I am the current MD of First International Bank, FI Bank. My playing career started at the age of 12, let's probably say. Then I played through primary school, high school, premiership or the first division, then into the national team.
Okay.
Then I had a break and went for further studies. Well, that was the only, the activity that we had as kids then. We had no TVs at the time, so we were always out playing football. And that's how it all started. The passion grew. And of course, with practice, I improved a lot. I was skillful, so I got recruited into teams, primary school, secondary school, and then into the National League.
Could you tell us a little bit about what that experience was like for you?
Well, I'm a lucky few. A lot of people have gone through the national team. It just varies, the timing varies. I think I started playing in the national team as early as 1974. So I think it's a matter of passion. At the time, when we played football in the 70s, it wasn't money bias. It was basically a passion. You wanted to play the game. You played the game and you gave all that you needed to give in the game.
Did you have any regrets? Were there highs and lows that you...
Of course, you always have highs and lows in playing football because then the motivation was passion. It was your pride. So your highs were when you win matches, your lows were when you lost matches.
Did you have a passion other than football at this stage? What informed your decision to take this break?
I also liked reading. I had a passion initially to go and study soil science, but because immediately I finished high school, I had an opportunity to work in a bank. That passion changed. So my focus I never fulfilled the dream to be a soil scientist, but I ended up being a financial accountant, a chartered accountant for that matter. So working in the bank actually changed my focus in what I wanted to do in life.
Could you tell us a little bit more about your experience in banking and the journey from then till now?
Yes, I think it's an interesting journey. I started as a cashier. In those days, we call it, you have a cashier, then you have what you call a ledger keeper. Then we didn't have computers per se, as it is known today. Then we had these machines, NCR machines, we call 299, where you post ledgers. And that is where I started, and then I based on my desire to uplift myself and my desire to be educated, I worked for 5 years initially, and then went to the United States to do my degree, and I did my degree in accounting. So I came back and joined the bank again, and that is how I started I went through the ranks all the way to the position I am in today.
Would you tell us which you find more challenging and also more rewarding?
Challenging, banks nowadays are more challenging than football at the time because you're always on your toes. You have to, particularly at this level, you have to think more strategically and you have to be on your toes all the time. It's not a business as usual, sitting and just directing. You have to be personally involved in the processes as well, so that people lead by example in the process. And the thinking cap that you wear as a player and the thinking cap you wear as a banker are two different caps.
Okay, but how about the rewards? Do you find banking more rewarding? Or did you
Well, nowadays, you probably would think, if you're looking at the rewards in terms of pecuniary benefits, you probably would think football could probably give you more rewards. But in terms of sitting back and thinking, hey, I have a day after the game, meaning after playing football, I have a profession to go to. The lifespan in football is usually very short, and that is probably why they are probably paid at that premium. But you cannot play up to 55 or 60. But if you're doing work, you can work up to 60. So if you finish your playing career at 30 or 35 or so, and then you're well educated, you have a chance of having a steady income from 35 to 60. So that is the difference in terms of, that's why I said for me, the profession is more rewarding than playing football.
So, Mr. Musa, the ongoing Interbank football tournament, did you play or did you coach?
When I was a bit younger, then at Trust Bank, I played. Okay. But since assuming the responsibility, or at least advanced in age, I decided not to play, but I encourage them to, I visit them when they play, I talk to them before they play. At least FIB had once won the governor's trophy. But this year we have not been lucky.
I'm sure they would have still been in the tournament if you had played for them.
That would be difficult.
Right.
And at my age, I'm not as active in sports anymore in terms of activity, in terms of playing it. But I am still passionate about watching it.
Yes. With your passion and of course your experience and knowledge, what is your plan for your continued involvement in football? Do you still have any plans to be involved in Gambian football in any way?
I am involved in Gambian football, and I would always be involved in Gambian football. What the role would be different. It may not be in the role of in an executive committee or something like that, but I would probably be a shadow helping whoever is in football, giving my bits, giving my advices and participating. Honestly, I don't know Pele much. I haven't seen him play, but therefore the only option I have is Maradona or Messi. I have stopped supporting since Brazil lost glory. So Brazil was my team initially. Premiership. Discipline and passion, wanting to win. I'll go for my Arsene Wenger, hence I support his team. I've ever watched. That was last week, Arsenal beating was it Manchester? Chelsea. Not Chelsea. Manchester. Biri Biri.
Welcome back. Stay tuned for our next segment, The Viewpoint.
Welcome to another edition of Viewpoint here on Sportslink. Viewpoint is a segment on Sportslink that's created to discuss topical sporting issues and highlight. And I am Maud Lamimpia, and as usual, on the panel, I'm joined by Madam Sirachor and Mr. Uthman Jang. And guys, welcome again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And today we'll be focusing on two other topics as well. And I'm sure you all followed our last week's discussion when we talked about Gambia losing to Cameroon. But we also coming this time around to talk about Gambia facing up Namibia in the World Cup qualifiers, but on a different perspective from now on. Uthman, let me begin with you. After the game with Cameroon, we had a coach, Raul, saying that he needs experienced players in the squad. You understand? And experienced player meaning an experienced attack. Do we think in this upcoming game against Namibia, we do need that, or should we still go on with the new players?
I think, like the coach rightly mentioned, we need prolific strikers to understand to kill the game for us.
So meaning the likes of Usman Jallo, Mamadou Ziko Cisse,
Like he rightly mentioned, because that is one thing that is key in football, because you cannot play football without scoring goals, and we need goals to win matches. So I would concur with the coach that we need experienced strikers to help us in the job that we should be doing.
Yeah,
Sarah, what's your view?
I kind of agree with Itman here, because looking at the last game against Cameroon, we noticed, it's like the coach noticed what the problem was. So basically, if you know this is the problem, you should come up with a solution. And if he thinks solution has to be outsourced, then sure, he can go on and do that. If you think they can give us what we need, the goal we need, because we understand that home-based players are not giving us the game the goal we need, and that's what
need.
So let me come in here. Uthman, so are you saying the likes of Modobaro and the likes of Keiko Tamane, the likes of say the Janko, the likes of Joe Gomez should not be called up, and we should give chance to the older?
No, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is,
Okay.
like we all know that it is a problem right now, because Joe Gomez is yet to decide who to play for, and preferably we would have preferred that he would play for the Gambia. That's not giving sight of the
Okay,
Jallos.
Uthman, just to come in here too, if you're to look at what the question he asks is of course very important, because at times, look at the likes of Barcelona before we knew Messi. It's like, you see, because you have people who were playing, we deem them to be very good and goal scorers. When actually it doesn't work like that at
One thing
times.
that we need to look at here. We are not saying that we need only the old school. You understand? It is going to be blended.
So it's going to be a blend of the mix and the old.
Mix of old and new.
But one thing to be mindful too, when you tend to mix them, it's like people tend to focus more on those with experience, and then you don't give chances to those the home base. So actually you cannot see what they're capable of. So you see, this is also another problem here.
Well, I think that's the best solution that we can have, is to blend it, the two ages, you understand, so as to have a balanced team.
Okay, I'm sure we'll be discussing more on this. Stay tuned and follow our next editions as we'll bring you more information on that particular game. And our final topic of discussion here would be the Olympic host cities. The IOC recently revealed the cities that bid for the Olympics in 2024, and it involves Los Angeles, that's in the USA, Paris in France, Hamburg in Germany, and Rome in Italy, as well as Budapest in Hungary. Uthman, if you were given the right to vote for a particular country, who will you vote
I would vote for Los Angeles, because
Why?
they have hosted it and they showed what they are capable of.
But why not give chance to a new country like
No, it's not about
No,
giving chance to. Like, okay, there's room for chance to be given to other countries.
Okay,
Let Alan
maybe
Usman,
you
let
said
Alan Uthman.
they've hosted it last time, and then you think they will be perfect. No, but then you should give chances. If you don't give chances, how would you discover?
Are you saying a chance will begin
So,
for Paris?
Paris or
Hungary is
or
out of it.
Hungary.
Hungary-
Why?
Why is
I might go to
Hungary,
Hungary.
no,
I might choose Hungary.
with all these
Migrant
issues in
Come on.
Hungary.
That has nothing to do with.
Hungary, for what we see now, no, they just stand
Uthman,
neutral.
that has nothing to do with this. Okay,
It is
they might
sports,
be
remember.
perfect, they might be good at it, but because of the migrant crisis that is happening, you want to take
Somebody
that
that
for an
cannot
excuse?
handle migrant crisis, can you host the Olympics?
Okay, thank you, Uthman. Thank you, Sira. Let's give the final word to our viewers, and you will let us know who do you think should be hosted for the 2024 Olympics. And I've been Mudlan India on behalf of the entire crew, Uthman Jeng, Sira Chot. Thank you for watching, and join us again next week. Goodbye.
Welcome back. That's all we have for you on this week on SportLink. But before we go, do like our Facebook page or visit us on YouTube, or go to our website on affinitypro.com. Sponsors are also invited. My name is Binta Jane, standing in for Sirachal.